Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So we've been decoding Joan Jett on the Black Hearts. I love rock and roll. Stand and change to dancing. Um, and I've got through the gematria on South Texas College and broken down. But this video is about I'm gonna give you a whole page of information that you can take or leave. It doesn't need to exist, but it does. Now we've been I don't want to say holding back on it. We've known it was there. Um, but to avoid confusion and to avoid coincidence theorists telling us that it was a coincidence, we have left certain information out, certain numbers out. So, but Phoenix is one of the people that we know for a fact is following along. He's helped us out a lot. And he's indicated that he gets how these numbers crunch down, which indicates to me that it's time to add a layer. So let me just start by saying when you're doing gematria, well, whatever you get, you reduce down. And we haven't been doing the reduce down. And we're still not. What we are going to say is 129 is the same, has the same value as 219, has the same value as 192 and 291 and 921. When you add 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 9 is 12. You get 12, and that reduces to 3. So you reduce this to 12. 129 will reduce to 12. Or 219 will reduce to 12. Or 291 will reduce to 12. Or 921 or 912. It all reduces to 12. And it's the same numbers. So the numbers are there. Same with 158. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. So 158 will reduce, and 581 and 851 will all reduce to 14, which all reduces to 5. Now, when you reduce to 11, it stays 11. 11 is the master number. All right. So what we have is a whole page of those. And I'm going to do those separately so that, anybody who's following along and wants to get it will get it. Anybody who's a coincidence theorist can throw this whole page out because it's not necessary. We haven't used it yet. The only reason we're using it is because Phoenix indicates that he gets it. And that's good enough for us that one person has gotten the reductions. And we have enough information that any coincidence theorist can throw this whole page out. So this is mainly for the people that are following along that get it, or trying to get it, and anybody who thinks it's a coincidence can throw it out, and there's still plenty of information to connect. All right, so I've created more work for myself, and let me just say as this goes, it is becoming more work, because I have more of these to go through. See, and we get all that from Joan Jett, I love rock and roll. And it goes on to the next page because I included chemical warfare, biological warfare, chemical biological warfare, and also chemical biological masks. And they all fit. But here's an example. You got soft and dry and all that. And mind you, everything on these lists come out of all these changes. How about Dire Straits? Sultan's a swing. You get all that. Not so much there. But, there's others that have more. So I'll just go ahead and do this. We reduced Joan Jett to Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. Joan Jett, I love rock and roll, separately. I love rock and roll. Joan by itself, Jett by itself, Black Hearts by itself. Joan Jett, I love rock and roll. Joan Jett and the Black Hearts, I love rock and roll. Standin' Dancin', because those were your exact changes. I'll be doing this twice, but I won't be including the page I'm about to read. Standin' and Dancin' we did separately then. We did STC. We did South Texas College. Then we broke South Texas College down to South and Texas and College. We found that Dr. Shirley A. Reed is the head of South Texas College. So we got Dr. Shirley A. Reed. We also have Shirley Reed, just her name. We found that South Texas College Pecan Campus is what came up. So we took Pecan Campus by itself. We got South Texas College Pecan Campus is in McAllen, Texas. So we got McAllen, Texas. Then we took McAllen by itself. We took Texas, TX, by itself. And we also took South Texas College Pecan Campus. Then we got chemical warfare, chemical biological warfare, and chemical biological masks. All right, now I'm going to read the page that you can dismiss or not. You know, like Phoenix gets it. He showed me that he gets it. I'm sure he won't dismiss this, but anybody else is welcome to. There's plenty of information without it. So I'm going to start with something that I blatantly missed, and that's another point I wanted to cover. I have missed stuff myself. And there is, even with the things that I have missed, with all this information, there is still plenty of information, even if I miss something, to connect all this. All right, so I'm going to start with 336, and that has nothing to do with this decode, but I missed that Desert Research Institute is 336 and Global Neurosciences Institute is 336. Those were quantum computer users or quantum network users that we found in two different effects, and they both sum to 336, so they connect to each other right there. All right, but we're going to do 129. All right. So quantum mechanics for engineering and computing is 219. All right, that's what Zhu Yi teaches. We found Zhu Yi in Soft and Dry. You have Claremont, California, which is where Claremont Graduate University is, which we found in the Big Lebowski. It's 192. Ever Never, the direct changes from Guns N' Roses Better is 129. Stofers is 129. Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll is 129. And McAllen is in McAllen, Texas, is 129. So you got some connections there. And by the way, I skipped going over the direct connections because I'll do it in our next video. I'm going to get this page out of the way that everybody can dismiss if they want to. We've known about it, but we haven't included it. I'm going to emphasize that. And we didn't include it to avoid confusion and because we had enough without it. So then you move on to 158. You got Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. I Love Rock and Roll is 158. Pecan Campus is 185. Freemasonry is 158. Entertainment is 158. Cleveland, Tennessee, where Perry Stone Ministries is at, is 185. And Willa Thorson from Fade to Black, Metallica's Fade to Black, we found, is 158. All right. You move on, you got 248. Willa Thorson, Miami is 248. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I Love Rock and Roll is 428. And South Texas College is 248. That all sums to 12, and that all sums to 3. But you could stop at 12 if you wanted to. Whatever. I mean, hell, we're not reducing it all the way to avoid coincidence theorists. It's important, but we don't need it. All right? I'm sure some of you understand. So if you move on from that, you have 323, and that ends up being South Texas College Pecan Campus is 323. Lyrical Change is 233. Now again, 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8. And Gregory P. Crawford, who I believe was in charge of Miami University, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong, is 233. Now you got 279, and you end up with chemical warfare is 279, and tertiary care hospital is 297. Again, that will sum to the same thing. 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. That's a very important Masonic number, is 81, 18. And then 8 and 1 reduces itself to 9 if you want to go that far. All right. So there's a whole page, except for this. This is exact. But all this, you can throw out or keep it. It just connects everything even more. That's it. All right. So there's the page you can throw out. And later on, I'll be coming out with the whole shebang. So I apologize for running this longer than I wanted to, but that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this separately. Was because I knew this was going to take a few minutes, and I knew the other one's going to take quite a while as well. So we can skip this whole page, and I will link it in the next video in case anybody missed it. So we're adding another layer. We're going to start including those 158, 581, 851, 815, whatever order the number's in. It kind of goes along with our decodes. We can run those in any order that we choose, but we just choose forwards and backwards in order. We could flip them around in any way a computer surely would. And same goes when we convert them to the numbers. And the same goes when we're grouping them into geometrical groupings. And so they all connect. So anyway, guys, I'll let this video go at that for now, and I will come out later today with the conclusion, or with the confirmation / denial of. I'll give you a hint, it's confirmed. South Texas College, changing Joan, Jett, I love rock and roll from standing to dancing. Or dancing to standing. Excuse me. Standing to dancing. Yes. All right. So, for now, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down when appropriate. If you get anything out of these videos and you're still with me, please thumb up. And thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll get the rest of it out here today. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your day.